So you've got new residents. I'll give you an example. I'm doing some work right now in Alexandria, Virginia. And here are 3 developments. This development is selling townhouses and sold them from $750,000 to $1.5 million. On this side, they sold these townhouses for $500,000 to $750,000. And sitting right here is public housing. Okay? So can you imagine the public pressure here? What is the mayor hearing? Every day he's hearing from these residents, you've got to do something about those people. Okay? And what happened was that the city public housing authority owned the piece of land here that was sold to the private developer who built these units, supposed to be under the same strategy of Hope 6. And what the housing authority did was they purchased, of the 250 units that were built here, they purchased 54 of them for public housing residents. So you have 54 public housing residents who are living, and you can't distinguish where they're living. It's the same beautiful townhouse developments, but you've got 54 public housing residents. And boy, do we get complaints from this group over here about those residents. Because while you can't tell physically where they live, they know where they live. And they keep an eye on them and are always reporting something. And right across from here are other public housing residents. So you've got this tremendous pressure that's occurring, and that's facing us across the country. Across the country, what communities are dealing with now is how to look at the issue around the same thing we looked at in the early 60s, well, how do we deal with this issue around affordability and location?
And the 54 not having whatever resources are necessary to move them from qualifying for low income to becoming affordable market buying citizens, so that they're left in the same place without resources to do it.
Exactly, exactly. And you really need to have some kind of case management approach when you do this to make sure these 54 families are, and it's not paternalistic, as some people say. You've got to teach them, help them, support them as they move into this new environment where there are new expectations, okay? And new requirements to be wholesale part of that new community.